It's back to school week here at WDEF News 12 this morning, and joining us today to talk about the upcoming school year is Superintendent of Hamilton County Schools, Dr. Jim Scales. Dr. Scales, thanks for joining us today.
Well, thank you.
Know you're a busy man this time of the year. Let's talk about what's new for Hamilton County in this school year.
Well, at the beginning of any school year, it brings on the excitement, but we have probably four things I'd probably want to highlight in terms of new things for the school year. One would be the opening of our new East Ridge Elementary School. We worked with the community to combine East Ridge Elementary and McBrien Elementary into one school that's going to have an enrollment of roughly 775 or so youngsters. And we're on schedule to open that building. Ms. Watts is going to be the principal there, and hopefully that will be really, really exciting for that community. Shiny new school.
Yeah, right. I was going to say it's a brand new school. Very nice.
Yes. So we thank the community for supporting us in that endeavor. I always talk about principal leadership in our buildings. So with partnership between the Public Education Foundation, the Chamber of Commerce, and UNAM, we are opening up our first official Principals Academy this year, and we have mentors from the business community who will partner with prospective principals as we go through a year-long training program. So that's really exciting. The International Baccalaureate program that we have at Brown Academy downtown, elementary program, and that elementary school is the only school in the state of Tennessee that has a certified IB program. So that's a kind of a star in our crown. But a lot of kudos to the principal there and the staff and to the community that supports us. And of course, then we have the International Baccalaureate program extending through Signal Mountain Mid-High. That program is up and running. So that's really, really, really exciting. And the race to the top, of course, is the big thing that's on the radar in Tennessee.
All those funds that are out there.
And across the nation. The nation is looking at Tennessee and what we're going to do with our race to the top dollars. And locally, what we're looking at is a lot of professional development for our teachers, because we have new standards. And we need to make sure that our principals and our teachers understand those new standards and can craft lessons that will engage our students so they will be able to master the assessments at the end of the year.
Now, there are always challenges every year. The budget crisis, how is that affecting you guys this year?
Well, we have a downturn in the nation's economy and Tennessee, and of course it affects us locally. But we work very, very hard to get a balanced budget, and we were able to take a balanced budget to the county commission in June. I think the successes of that is over the past 3 years, we have cut eliminated about $45 million from our budget. At the same time, we've received some dollars from growth, usually about $2.5 to $3 million a year in growth. So $45 million being cut out, and we added back probably 10 to 12 million just on natural growth. When you start to eliminate dollars from your budget in a school, you start to eliminate people.
Right. Because
your budget is probably 80% people. And that will cause us to have fewer teachers in the classrooms. That will cause us to perhaps look at some of the classes where we have low enrollment, and those might be eliminated because we have to offer the basic core courses. So that could cause us to have larger class sizes. And then we want to make sure that we have things in place that are directed specifically at making sure our kids are getting what they need so that they leave our schools with the opportunity to go to college if that's their goal, or to go into the world of work if that's their goal. And we can't use a downturn in the economy and budgeting as an excuse for not providing for the needs of our youngsters. So that's our primary focus, and we think we've done that.
What about graduation rates? That's a big deal, making sure that kids graduate here in Hamilton County.
That's a big deal. Our graduation rate, it slipped, and we understand why that happened, but for the general public it slipped last year. And we had a graduation summit that was covered by the media. I think you all covered that summit last fall for us. And we started to put some things in place to assist us across the district in getting youngsters to graduate. Keep in mind, graduation rate is not a high school phenomenon alone. Students start to lose focus in middle schools and sometimes in elementary school. So it has to be a K-12 program. Looking at students who've gotten off track, looking at students who are overaged and unaccredited, students who transfer in to this system from other places and where they are, getting their families engaged in the educational experiences with them, those kind of things. Having some alternative types of programs in place for students who do get off track, that we have a safety net for them so they go ahead on and graduate. All those things coming together now, we can see, and by our own calculations, are probably about a 5% increase in our graduation rate this year. One of the big ahas in all that is the struggles we've had at Howard. We can calculate our own internal calculations that Howard's probably going to make its graduation rate this year. But all those numbers are calculated at the state level, and they'll tell us where we are. But we feel that we're going in the right direction with this, and thanks to our principals, our teachers, and thanks to the parents and the support we get from the general community, we think we're going in the right direction.
Well, we're hoping for a good year.
Well, we're hoping for a great year.
Thanks for stopping by.
All right.
We're going to take a short break and be back. You're watching WDEF News 12 this morning.